love the podcast. If I didn't define myself for myself, I would be crouched in other people's fantasies for me and eaten alive. And that quote is by Audre Lorde. Well, I guess I'll start since I said the quote. So hey y'all, hey, my name is Kia, and I am super excited to be one out of three hosts for Soule Sista Podcast. I am a blogger, I am a writer. I have been doing both for like 7 years, and I'm just like super excited to be here. So I'm gonna just toss it to my other two co-hosts and let them introduce themselves.
Okay. I am Briana Joy. I do work in healthcare and I do own an accessory and bag line accessories. I do love fashion. I like modeling. I like partying, and I like meeting new people.
Well, I'm KJay. I am an on-air personality, so I'm on radio. I also do commercials. I'm also a producer. I'm on air and produce for a station that broadcasts out in the Rockford area. It's called Power 106.3. It's actually Power 92 sister station. So I also do commercials for Power 92. We just one big company. I do a little extra work on the side for TV. I did Empire before.
Ooh, okay.
My car was featured in The Shy one time.
Ooh. All right.
And it's a new show that's supposed to be coming out soon. I think it's called Proven Innocent. I think they keep changing the name. But yeah, that's pretty much me. That's what I do. Radio, TV, and produce and commercials.
Y'all dope.
No, we are dope.
Sitting in the presence of greatness. Okay.
And
Yes.
being black women at
And
that.
being
Yes.
black women.
Young black women.
Absolutely.
Speaking of young, I am 26. My birthday is September 26th, so I am a lucky Libra.
Oh, I'm a Virgo. September 13th, I'm 26.
And I'm the baby. I am 24, but I'll be 25 on March 17th. So St. Patrick's Day is my birthday. I am a Pisces. So yeah, I'm the youngest out of the
But
crew.
we all grown women do
All
big
grown
things.
ass women. Okay, grown.
Doing big things.
And so today we kind of have a special guest here with us, the man behind the scenes, the reason why Soule Sista Podcast even exists today, Mr. Dev.
Yo.
All
How's
right.
everybody doing?
We're
Good.
doing
How
well.
are you doing?
You got us wine drunk.
Wow, I didn't get anything. Y'all told
We asked for
me.
it. We asked
We
for
did
it.
ask for it.
Specifically
Yeah.
asked me
We wasn't
to buy
gonna do it
wine.
without it.
We actually buy sharks
Y'all about got me like
With lemon pepper.
with
y'all.
extra lemon pepper.
8 gallons of wine and
All
sharks.
right.
Oh
It
my
would have been
God.
smart to do that rather than
You know,
Yeah.
individual. You would have spent more money.
that is true.
Okay.
He told us we was
Anything for
expensive
us,
today.
though, y'all.
Yeah,
He
Anything
told us
for
we was
us.
expensive today.
I don't
We
think
cost
so.
too much.
It's like I got 3 girlfriends right now.
get used
and
to it.
I
You
don't
lit.
know.
Right. It's before Valentine's Day.
That is a
right?
sign
You
of
know
wealth.
what?
I like roses. What y'all like?
I like sunflowers and roses, actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
roses.
I'm gonna keep it $1.50 with y'all. I know Valentine's Day is coming up, but my birthday is before Valentine's Day.
Okay.
And I'm expecting a gift from all 3 of y'all. Just throwing that out there.
I'm
Just,
gonna give you the
you know,
biggest hug ever.
Wow.
And a
that's
twerk.
kinda
I might even twerk.
Ooh,
on
I
you.
might twerk for you.
Saucy.
I might twerk.
for me?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, cool. I'll take that into consideration. But physical gifts are more welcome. So.
Okay.
Okay. We'll figure something out.
So, Dab, let's get into it. Like, what made you decide to bring 3 unlikely women together and curate a podcast? Like, who are you? What do you do?
Well, I'm Davin Boyd. I just go by Dav for short.
Or Big Gucci Dab, as
Big
he told
Gucci
me to
Dab,
put on
yes.
Instagram.
Oh my
AKA
God.
No, I'm not gonna get into all my AKs. But no. So I mean, I'm basically getting ready to start a bunch of stuff. This is Boyd Podcast Network is coming soon. Boyd Creative Group LLC is coming soon. My whole idea for this podcast was just for women to have an outlet. Like, I know it sounds kind of crazy and everybody think it's kind of weird that like a man is behind Soule Sista, but black women in particular, women all over, but black women in particular are really undervalued. And over the past like 2 or 3 years, I've learned that the easy way and the hard way. So I got 2 sisters, I got 3 nieces, I got 2 goddaughters, and I got a mom. So women play a big role in my life. So I just want to make sure like every woman is represented and has an outlet to talk, like just talk, like just be
Definitely.
themselves. Like I just want y'all to have like some fun, and I just felt like y'all was the perfect 3 people to do this. Like
Thank you.
out of all the people that I knew, I was
That
nervous,
warms my heart.
but I'm like, y'all got
all
it.
day.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's basically how I came up with everything. So, you know.
So what made you like decide to like particularly pick us?
Y'all 3? Okay, let me go down the line.
Break it down. Break it
So,
down.
I've known Kia for about, I can't remember if I known KJay the longest or Kia the longest, but let's start with Kia. Kia is like, she's funny as fuck. But so to start with it,
I
Kia
really
is
am.
very funny. She's very outgoing. I just
You
love
think I'm
that she
outgoing?
a little bit. Just-
Really?
I'm trying to give you credit. You messing up.
Alright,
But basically, like Kia, like writes so eloquently. Like I knew that she would be perfect for this because besides writing, I felt like she needs to express her voice too. So I knew she would be perfect for it. Like she my homegirl. Like she used to be in my bae for a little bit. Then she broke my heart. That's
He
another
is
story.
lying. Wait, flag on the play. Flag on the play.
That's another discussion. We'll talk about
We
this
don't
later.
That's
break
another
hearts around-
episode.
We don't break hearts around here.
Sure, you guys know. But yeah, Kia like she's been blogging for so long. I've been
7
following
years.
her blog. Yeah, so
7.
I just knew that like the way she put words onto these blogs, I was like, Kia be perfect for this. And I thought she was gonna tell me no, but I was like, I sent that like because I
That
forgot I
deep-
had her
that
number,
deep paragraph.
and I sent her a DM, and I was like, man, please do this, and she did it.
Yeah.
You slid
Only
in
for
the
you.
DM.
Honestly,
I
only for
appreciate
you.
it.
Because he didn't,
DMs.
because Dab don't keep up with me. He thought my number changed, but my number has
I
not
did.
changed since like high school.
Yo, man.
And his obviously hasn't changed either because
No.
he
All
definitely.
our old texts popped up. That was quite weird.
No,
I'm
the
not
old
gonna lie.
DMs is what I was laughing at.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was
You
getting
used to
to
be
know
That's
what
a heartbreak,
clowning.
I ain't even gonna lie. I
You
read
used to
some
be
of them
cla-
DMs. I was like,
clowning.
Jesus
I'm like,
Christ.
damn, we had boyfriends, we had girlfriends,
Right.
really?
I was shooting from deep.
Shit.
But yeah. So
Yeah.
moving along. So me and Briana had a meeting like what was it like maybe
And
October.
it was definitely
November?
hot out though. It was
She's
hot.
a businesswoman.
Right.
So you had, so
So-
you
We had to meet
DM'd
up,
me.
you know.
You DM'd me, but you had a meeting with her.
No, so
that
like,
is a businesswoman, okay? Okay.
No, so me and Briana went to Western together. She DM'd me when I had first thought about the thoughts of like putting together a podcast. And the day we met, it clicked in my head like maybe I should do a women's podcast. Like me and her sat down for about an hour or two. We would had breakfast and lunch. I can't remember what it was.
It was a
but,
breakfast, y'all. You know, brunch, I guess.
Right.
Breakfast, lunch, whatever.
Did you pay for it?
No, G. I
absolutely
was
not.
like, in my head, I'm like, I wonder if he's gonna pay for this. But I'm like, you know what? It's a business meeting, so we gotta,
Right.
you know, do our
I ain't
own
gonna lie, I be
thing.
balling on the budget. So, yeah, no,
He was like, I
I
ain't
got
paying
you.
for this
I
shit,
just paid
y'all.
for y'all food today. That's another story.
You know,
But,
I am grateful.
God.
We are
But you
grateful.
know, we just talk about when we first met.
yeah,
Or no, not when we first met. I just capped when we had our business meeting.
yeah. So I was like, Brianna's like really business minded. She has her own line of stuff which I want her to go back full force with,
Yes,
but that's neither here nor there.
definitely.
But she just had like that really creative side, and she was behind like everything that I wanted to say. And then KJay, me and KJay go way back before she got famous.
I am not famous.
Before she got famous, we was real
them
cool.
coins,
Right. We had mutual friends. We would like run into each other at all these events. And then KJay was another person I thought was gonna say no. Because I told KJay about a podcast like
Years
maybe
ago.
2 years ago. And I'm just now getting everything in motion. I was like, she gonna tell me no, she gonna tell me no, she gonna tell me no. And then I was like, all right, let me just hit her. And KJay said, yeah, like KJay is my homegirl. Like she support, like when I was doing my blog, she was like at almost every event that she could. She always rocked out for your boy. Like she was like a big supporter. So like all three of y'all are just like have a special place in my heart.
We gonna say the mushy stuff later, y'all.
Birthday gift, y'all.
Right, he want this get bad.
That too. I
You
do.
need this premium gas.
Nah, but y'all all hold a special place in my heart. Like y'all are like really dope in y'all own ways. And I just figured like I was kind of nervous because I was like they've never met each other before, but I'd rather just throw them into the fire and just see how it turns out. So
I was so thirsty to meet y'all.
I was too.
I'm like, Dev, you gotta definitely put us in a group so we can start talking about it, everything that we gonna do.
yeah.
What made me excited, because when he said the wine, we all was like, I'm like, yes, they drink wine like me. I like them already. We lit.
What's crazy, I met Briana. She, so a couple weeks ago, I was facilitating my workshop, Write Yourself a Love Letter Challenge, and Briana happened to be there because her little what in her organization was on the panel, and she like came up to me. She was like, "Is your name Kia?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She was like, "I know Dab, and we supposed to be on a podcast together." I was like, "Well, what's your name?" Like, it'd be so weird when like people recognize me from like social media or something like that. I just be like, "Whoa, like, am I really an important person?"
Right.
And the crazy thing about it, I wanted to definitely go there because I'm trying to build my own thing, like with knowing more about women, because that's just what I'm interested in. But when I saw what Dav had texted me, like the names of y'all, so I could follow y'all on Instagram, I saw Kia and I'm like, wait. I went back to the picture and I'm like, she gonna be there too. I'm gonna definitely introduce myself to her because this is what we gotta do, y'all.
Yes,
Why not?
Yes, so I'm definitely super excited to be here.
I'm glad it finally happened.
Yes, super excited to get into these topics. Like,
all this planning.
Yes.
look, that is
He'll hit me up like once a year. Hey, you still want to do this podcast? Yeah. Don't hear from him again. So like the next year, hey, you still want to do this podcast?
Yeah, I want to give a special shout out to Mouse Sauce Radio because Mouse Sauce Studios. Because without them, like Jake really like was like really helpful on all this. Like I reached out to a million different people, but Jake was like really there. Like he texted me about everything. He got back to me the quickest. Like he was cool about everything. So I want to give a special shout out to them. Special shout out to the camera women in here too.
Chicken and wine. You can never go bad.
With mouse sauce,
We
y'all.
bought the mouse
Hit
sauce.
mouse sauce, y'all.
Bought the mouse sauce. Y'all actually bought the hot sauce, but cool. But yeah, man. Y'all can follow me on all social media, DAV_773. I'm gonna get out the way and let my beautiful cohorts get everything down. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much from the bottom of my heart. Every woman that's out there listening, I love y'all too. Whatever dreams that y'all get, keep inspiring people, keep doing y'all thing. Especially black women, y'all are really undervalued, and I just want y'all to know that y'all are queens. So yeah, be on the lookout for everything. Special shout out to everybody in the room. Special shout out to everybody that was behind us. So yeah, I'm about to go drink some more wine.
Drink some more wine. Go pour some.
You
Bring
drinking
it
wine?
over here. You know.
Wine turned
down
into
a little bit.
thotty.
Oh, okay.
So signing
We
off.
have a networking event to go to after this.
I mean, networking events always fun when you a little lit. So,
Always.
yeah, shout out to Swing
It's
PR.
good to work
for
together and
everything,
turn
too.
up together.
Absolutely.
So, ladies, I'm turning everything over to you guys, and let's make it work.
Let's
Thank
get
you.
into it.
Love y'all.
All right, love you
Mwah,
more.
mwah.
Okay.
Love
All right.
We can
Look,
kiss it. He wants this gift.
Yeah.
I was gonna do Dollar Tree. I think I might go to Family Dollar.
Damn, might have to get him a gift card. Damn.
Right.
All right, ladies. So let's get into it. So our topic of the night is why is the black woman undervalued? So
That's a really good question. And what's crazy, I'm learning that being in the industry because I ain't even gonna lie, I ended up having to pop off somebody at my workplace at the Christmas party because she keep testing me.
I don't know what
And
she
it's
do?
been almost a year now that she just keep starting stuff because she's at a higher position at the bigger station. So I feel like that kind of pumps her head up. So we got into it real bad, and then it's like I said, she's been doing stuff and getting away with it for a little minute, and a lot of people been complaining about her. So I noticed when we actually got into it, like at the Christmas party, it was like
It loaded up.
yeah.
Like,
So then it was just like we got like the same punishment in a way, but it was like she's been starting stuff, so it's like why are we getting the same punishment? It's like she gets away with everything. So when that happened, what I learned is because she's not black. So what I learned is talking to one of my coworkers, he was like, unfortunately, this is gonna be a battle you won't be able to win because this is like the white face of the station. She's bringing in the white money. And I had to think about it. I'm like, this explains why she keeps getting away with everything and act the way she acts, because she know they're not going to get rid of her because she's bringing in more like different clients and
Different,
they're
yeah.
talking about she's like the white face. So basically, I feel like I would get fired before her, and then she's the one causing all the problems with a lot of people in the workplace. But
that definitely happens a lot. Me working in the healthcare industry, I do work for Northwestern Medicine, which is a huge and the #1 hospital in Chicago. We do have a lot of integration in there, I would say, but of course, on a upper hierarchy, it will be mostly Caucasians. You do see a lot of favoritism, and you do see a lot of shadiness going on. But you know what our job is to do our job, get our money, and get up out of there. And it's kind of like you want to be somewhere where you have fun, where you could actually talk to your coworkers, because you at work for 2/3 of your day. You know, that's 8 hours. Then you sleeping for another 8 hours. That's 16 right there. And then you only have a few more left. So just being somewhere and you have to be on a low key side or not show your personality, that is like stressful.
yeah,
And we should definitely, it's always that glass ceiling that, you know, everybody know about, we learned about in school, is that we always do our job and we have that authority and that possibility of going higher than the man or going higher than the regular race that's always known to succeed, but it's that glass window that's stopping us. And you know, I just say pray about it and do your thing and let your job be known and shown in your grind.
So I think when it comes to Black women, we unfortunately have like a double-edged sword in a sense. Like, we not only deal with sexism from just being women, but we also deal with racism too. So it's like when you combine the two, of course, like, we're undervalued by society. Everybody wants to dictate how Black women should act, how we should look, how we should talk, how we should walk, the certain things that we should be into. And it kind of creates a little bit of cognitive dissonance in a sense, because it's like, well, society is telling me this one thing, but I'm kind of more so drawn to this. So where do I find this happy medium within myself where I'm not conforming to society, but I'm also not conforming to something that's outside of like what I want to do? And I think being a Black woman is dope. Like, I literally would not want to be any other type of woman. Like, I've never wanted to be a white woman. Never wanted to be a Black man. I've never wanted to be a white man. Any of those things. But I do think it just needs to be a space where Black women can just be ourselves, be free. And it's like, I really commend women who, you know, don't conform to like what society dictates us to be. And like, just I think the reason why we're so undervalued in society is because it's a means of control. When people feel like they can control us and demean us and create these stereotypes around us and just all these different things, they feel like in a sense that they've won. But like Bree said, like, when we are shattering these glass ceilings and we're like letting it be known, like, no, we're not taking your shit.
Yes.
It's like, and we're also educating ourselves on our own self-worth and like just rising above all the shit that people try to like throw at us. I think that's when, you know, if you value your
people get scared.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So and the people get scared, and I'm just going, it's this thing that I had saw on social media, y'all. It says Black girls don't get to have depression and anxiety. We're told we're too emotional, have bad attitudes, rude, and full of complaints. So one thing that I'm going to comment about is that is, I definitely agree. And when it comes to a sense of us raising families, having kids, or just want to be ourselves, and we get told we have an attitude just because we're expressing ourselves. Everybody expresses themselves in some fashion or form. We might just do it a whole entire way. And when I say, when, you know, we have kids and stuff like that, we're so much of expected to be the strong Black woman. So that gets kind of tied up into, okay, being a strong black woman, I have to cook, I have to clean, I have to raise these 3 kids, I gotta go to work too, bring money in the house. So it becomes a lot on our back, and we have to have some type of outlet as well. You know, I mean, outlets could be working out and all of that, but no. We should be able to express ourselves. We should be able to break down when we want to break down. And it shouldn't be a problem. And when I say break down, we should be able to cry. Like, why can't we cry when we feel like we need to just get it out? Because that's how a lot of people, and I do feel as though, like, me be having Caucasian friends, me having Mexican friends, me having all type of different race friends and being around them, because like I grew up going to a Caucasian school in elementary. Then when I got to high school, I went to Kenwood, which was mixed, honestly. It's in Hyde Park. And then me going to college, Western Illinois was like 5% black. And being in your major, you're definitely going to make all type of friends just trying to pass. So me being around so much and seeing so much, we do have a different ways of taking stress and, you know, trying to get through things, I would say. So just when it goes back to like why our black women undervalued, I feel like releasing stress or coping a different way shouldn't
And we probably like don't even want all that attention. It's like I weep for my young black girls. Like I have a little sister, and like I hope and I pray daily. Like I really wish, hope and pray like she does not go through half the things that I've had to endure coming up and growing up as a black girl and as a black woman. Like I really hope she has like really high esteem about herself. I really hope she's not searching for herself in broken partners. Like I really hope like people aren't like putting these, you know, stereotypes on her based off simply how she looks or how she carries herself or that she's outspoken. I hope she never loses her outspokenness. Hope she never loses her attitude. Like I really hope like she's comfortable like in the skin that she's in, because I had to learn that. And I'm still learning that.
Thanks to our moms too for even putting that and instilling that in our head for growing up like in this society and letting it be in back in the day. So back in the day from when we was young and now it's two different things.
Completely.
And being raised is two different things, especially like around different type of people. Like I had mentioned before, I went to an all Caucasian school. It was like me and one other black person the whole entire school, y'all. And my mom does stuff like that on purpose, and I love it, you know. And I'm happy that she did do that, because if I wasn't raised in that type of environment, who would have known what I would know now or how to handle things now? I remember being in 2nd grade, and it was this teacher named Miss Stovall, y'all. She was like the only black teacher, and she just hated me. I remember her telling my mom, like, you know, Briana just going around switching when she walked. She fast. And me being a little girl, this is 2nd grade. I don't have anybody yet or anything like that. I wasn't watching TV. I was the little kid that was outside playing double dutch.
Period.
So, and playing ding dong ditch, like stuff like that, or just being bad. I don't know. But I didn't know what switching was. And when that started, and I was there from kindergarten all the way to 8th grade. I made it to 8th grade in that school, y'all. And this is just 2nd grade, so my mom definitely handled everything well, because now with social media playing a big part into society, I feel like that situation would have definitely been bigger if it was now. Back in the day, we talked to the principal, everything gets settled, and it's over with. They would have put that all on social media,
absolutely.
made a big thing, got money up out of it for no reason. I feel like that was just something could have been fixed, and she just didn't really know who she was or didn't like herself being a teacher.
And she's projecting.
Exactly.
She's projecting.
And out on me.
And that's unfortunate. Like when you come across people who are so, especially other black women who are so uncomfortable in themselves, that like they it's like you really can't blame them because like that's probably how they've been socialized, so they just repeat that shit. But then it's like once you kind of like wake up in a sense and you realize
you
like
noticed it?
it's like damn, like you really don't like yourself, sis.
Right.
Okay.
You really do not like yourself.
And that's one thing, we need to love ourselves.
Absolutely.
Because
like,
ain't nobody else loving us.
No, because I mean it's further, it's proven over and over again. Just did y'all hear about like the little girls, like they were like 12 and they like got accused of being high off weed because they were like laughing and giggling and like the school made them like strip search. Did y'all hear
I did
about
not
that?
hear about that.
Oh my God, it was like a big thing on
This
Twitter.
is elementary?
Yes, it was like I can't remember
That's
where,
terrible.
but it was a big thing like about a week ago on Twitter. 3 little black girls, 12, 13 years old in like 7th or 8th grade, like came to school giggling, laughing, being
And
children.
is this when the security guard was hitting one of the girls?
I don't know if that
Okay,
was
that was
another
something
situation.
different.
Yeah, I don't know if it, but like just stories like that. Like, why are black girls getting treated like this? Like, you're treating them like they are legit animals because society kind of like paints us in this way that we're hypersexual, we're fast, we're animals. We don't deserve compassion. We don't deserve care. We don't deserve any soft things because like we're just hard and we're solid. And I'm just like, colonialization, slavery, all of that shit really did a number on us all.
Yeah. I feel as though also it does your parents do play a big role because you should know where you came from. You should know how to act because sometimes some of these parents now, they don't really teach their children. So of course they might act out and they might really be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to parents being a parent and acting as a parent, I feel like they definitely need to teach their kids on how to be, or even trying to just school them on some things or saying what's okay and what's not okay or what to take and what's not okay to take and things like that. So
That's the problem. We got kids that has not been taught that. So they is acting a damn fool. And then that makes it just messes it up for everybody. Like that, it just takes that one person to make everybody perceive blacks the same way. Like, oh, like we all ratchet, we all got attitudes, we all don't know how to act and stuff. But it's like that's not how all black people is, or not. Especially not like black women. Like black women always looked at as like the ones that got like bad attitudes and hard to work with and stuff like that, which is not even the case.
Do y'all feel a bit of a pressure, given like just the stereotypes that society places on us? Do y'all ever feel a bit of a pressure to kind of like perform and be like that person that's the exception? Like, yeah, y'all might think black people, black women particularly act X, Y, and Z, but I'm the exception. Like,
Right.
do y'all ever like feel that pressure?
It's like it's like we have to work harder to try to prove to people that we not the stereotype. Like we not how people will think that we are when they first see us. So it is kind of harder because we do have that. Like we have to go a little bit harder just to show them like, okay, like I'm not that type of person that you probably met a black woman like that, but that's not me. Like we do have to like kind of go a little harder just to show people like, we not the stereotype.
And I don't feel like that. I feel like you either take me for who I am or you don't. Because honestly, I have black managers. I have people that's cool and like in business or even trying to do anything like that's on the same level of probably feeling that way, but not feeling that way. And it's kind of like now with society, like you could get by with a lot of things just by being yourself. Like in my job, you could come in there with tats. You could come in there with hair color spiked up. You know, even though that's not the business quote unquote look, but you can have a freedom of speech, and they do practice that. Shoot, look at our president, freedom of speech. What? And he get away with so much, y'all. But that's a whole nother story for a whole nother episode.
Right.
But
I think with me, like I don't have a desire to perform for white people. I don't have a desire to perform for black men. Like I feel like how Bree feels. You gonna take me how I am,
Right.
or like just don't take me at all. Period. Like it's kind of just like I know who I am. I am comfortable in the skin that I am in, and if me being myself makes you uncomfortable, then maybe you need to do some self-reflection work. Because why should I have to change myself to kind of make you feel comfortable? Like the Audre Lorde quote said, like, I had to define myself for myself. Otherwise, I will be crouched in other people's fantasies for me and eaten alive. I'm not nobody's fantasy. Yeah. Like, I am a human being. I'm a person. I'm a woman. I'm a black woman.
And you only get one life.
Period. One life. So it's like, why people are also never satisfied. So it's like, why waste your time trying to impress them, trying to conform to them,
or live by somebody else's laws?
Exactly. Unfortunately, though, I do recognize that everybody does not have that liberty. Everybody doesn't have that privilege to kind of like live life how they want to do. And like, because it could be like a lot of different factors. Like maybe they're queer and they don't have like that openness and that freedom to kind of like just be themselves. Maybe they come from a certain socioeconomic status and they're trying to get to a better one, and they don't have that privilege to kind of like be themselves. So I definitely recognize that too. But at the same time, it's kind of like I'm in a space where I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna be myself, and I'm gonna also try to like make it okay for others to be to be themselves too.
And that's the way it should be, because we all get comfortable by another person's doing or how they gave us the knowledge or the comfortability to be who we are. Honestly. Because our mothers always say, girl, be who you be and do what you do and have fun and live life.
Yeah, I definitely had a mom.
Because this world is definitely short, or this life, okay? So
my mom be looking at me like, I don't know where you came from. Like, I don't know where you came from at all.
What type of black woman are you all?
That's a deep question, girl. That's a... Shoot.
Right, well, we are really thinking like, wait.
Okay, so when you ask that question, like, what do you mean?
Like how do you define like your own personal black womanhood? Like if you had to give a mission statement for black womanhood, how would Bree, how would KJay, how would Kia define it?
So for black womanhood, being Briana, I am a plus size woman, I do have a pretty face. I do have fun. I know who I am. I love music. I even know how to play music, y'all. I am a band geek.
Really?
Yes. Yes, see, don't nobody know
Special
that. I really just have... I feel like I have this dopeness about me that I really can't put on pen and paper or really explain, honestly. Like, we all have something and we're meant to do something, but we really don't know, like, what exactly... We know what we're capable of, but we don't know how to tell people, like, or that we know how to do this. I don't know. It's a lot of things that my friends don't even know. Like, I like to do on my own time by myself and to just chill when I do have free time. But being what is it?
Yeah, best self.
My best self, or being the black woman, right? Okay. Like, I feel like love, and that's love from whoever that's willing to give it to you on the standards of talking, vibing, wanting to get to know you. People that you're inspired by or that you inspire, showing love, showing that sincere, I can't even say.
Dad's got us wine drunk. We're just gonna blame him.
Being like sincere with actions and really being there for me, I feel like, and me being able to do the same thing and to express that on, things. And
me, I would have to say, I guess just I'm strong. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
I'm like a free spirit. Like I'll be down for anything. I be twerk a lot. Like I like to have fun. Like I like
Yes,
to be.
me too, y'all.
Me too.
I like to be around positive people. Like I'm not one of them girls. Like I don't get along with girls. I can't hang out with girls. Like I get along with everybody. Like
Yeah.
I would hang out with anybody that can come with like the right vibes.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like I don't think too much about like how people feel or like how they would want. Like I don't put too much thought into other people it's like I don't even be caring about what other people doing. Like
Because
I like
honestly, I'm sorry, but if you think about what people would like or how other people feel, then you would never really be you.
right.
And it's people who literally live their life like that. Like they cannot make a decision without consulting others, and I just cannot live like that.
No, that's sick.
Like I was always the type of person that's like if people going this way, I'm gonna go this way. Like I don't have to feel like I don't have to be like doing what everybody's doing because that's what everybody expects you to do or wants you to do. Like I've been learning to just do what I want to do. Like whatever makes me happy.
I think with me, I can't even remember my original question. I think, what did I ask? Like, what does it mean? What kind of black woman am I? Black woman.
Yeah.
I am extremely multifaceted. Like, you cannot put me in a box. Like, so many people think I'm a damn science experiment, and they like try to figure me out,
and they never get through.
and you can't. And it's just like your first fuck up was trying to figure me out.
Right.
Like, just take me for what I am.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I think I have like this very alluring personality, and it really makes people want to like know more about me. And I'm so kind of like, nah, bro. Like, you're not gonna figure me out. I have a hard time figuring myself out sometimes. So what makes you think you're gonna crack the code? But no, like I have fully embraced my multifacetedness. Like 1 minute I can be posting scriptures on Instagram. Next minute you might see me shaking ass.
Right.
And that is okay. And that is a damn shaking his head, yes. And that is like literally okay. Like I don't know if it's because I'm turning 25 in March, but like I don't know. Like I am just really like walking into this like grown womanhood, like grown ass womanhood, and it's kind of just like, all right, I am me. Like I am the black woman who lets other black women know, like, yo, I'm not here to dictate how you should be, how you should act, talk, look, whatever. Just be your best self. Like, be the best version of you literally every single day. And it's like, it makes me feel good to wake up every morning kind of like feeling like that. Like, you know, I am in full control of how I want this day to go. I set my own intentions. I love being a black woman, and I love being my own type of black woman because I'm not like any other black woman around me, but somehow we all seem to connect, and we all seem to kind of like vibe in a sense, and then like we still retain like our own uniqueness, and like that's so dope to me. Like, that's dope.
And I'm not even gonna lie, like I do have a lot of female friends, and everybody have like a totally different personality. Like, you know what to say and what not to say. You know what's gonna tick one off that's not gonna probably tick the other one off, or whatever the case is. And I just love all of my friends. They know who they are. You know, they know how the vibe is. You know, shout out to y'all. But it's just, why not be able to be cool with females? Because you learn, you get different insights from different women. Like, your life is always going to be different from the other. So why not intake those charms of another person, or what they've been through, or look at them and see what they've been through, so you can know what not to try to put yourself in and go through. So that's another thing.
Yeah, I think honestly being friends with other women has really shaped how I came into myself as a woman, because at first it was like, oh, I don't get along with bitches, the yada yada yada. But then once I got to college and I really like met my tribe, like my little girlfriends, I'm just like, oh oh my God, like y'all teach me so much. And I know like we pour into each other and like we're never empty around here.
Yes.
And like I'm so excited and like I just love being around like women like my mom, my aunties, like older friends that I have. Like I just learn so much. And like they learn from me too, which is like the wild part.
Pour
I be
in
like,
and pour out. That's
right,
how
I was like,
it
damn, like y'all really learning from me, and they be like, yeah, like you really are wise beyond your years, and I'm just like, damn, G, like that's really dope.
Yeah.
So with that being said, who would you all say is the most influential woman in your life, and why?
I'm gonna have to say my mama. My mom pretty dope. She is strong, black woman. I'm here trying to read it so I can say something. But no, I would have to say my mama. Like I looked up to her so much. Like she always taught me to be independent, not to depend on nobody. You know, she taught me to be myself, even though she don't know where I came from. But so I would have to say her and probably my sister-in-law, because my sister-in-law is like, she's super dope. Like she was one of the women that like stepped up. My brother, like they had kids together. They was just fooling around, and then he had kids, and then they eventually found each other again, and then got married and stuff. Like she took him and all his kids, and like
Okay,
like,
love.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
love,
So I'll be
'cause
looking up
look.
to her like you are, you is strong, cause he had 3, so now total they have 7 kids total. My brother has 5, and she got 2 of her own.
Ooh, child.
And they took all that on, and they've been married for like, I want to say like, dang, how long they been married now? They've been married a little minute now, probably like 5, maybe like 7 years. But so I would have to say her and my mom. I look up to them a lot.
Yeah, so like with me, I feel as though my mom and my grandmother, you know, everybody, grandma's not the same no more for one, okay?
They not.
My grandmother, you know, I had 2 in my life. Thank God I got to meet both of them. But the one that I could really like, that I lived with, that I saw, that I just like the strength, you know, she's still alive and she's 86.
What a blessing.
Right, girl, she's strong because she's been with my grandfather forever, like 16. They had
Wow.
6 kids, y'all. And my dad was the youngest boy. So just being able to see that, and like my parents, they're divorced, but they was married for 13 years, and you know they was together when I was little, and I saw that, you know, being little, but me growing up and me seeing my grandparents and them taking over like the grandkids. Anybody could stay there if they needed to. You always gonna be fed. You don't even need money because grandpa had it all. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, my grandma, she never drove before. He took her everywhere, y'all.
Oh, wow.
She never worked. She took care of the kids. It's just now you just look at everything and it's just like, dang, she ain't have to work, but we gotta work. We need to make it, y'all. I was just like, woo. But she definitely is dope because just raising 6 kids and being a stay-home mother, knowing me, I could never be a stay-home mother, even if I had the option to. Because I just like to get in so much, like, that's sacrifice right there. You sacrificing your dreams, you sacrificing any pursuits that you might have, or whatever the case is, to just be a family woman, like, to just be there for your family. My mother, on the other hand, like, she definitely, I look up to her because, like, she went through, you know, college, and she had my brother at my age, y'all, 26. And I be looking at myself now, like, I can't even imagine having a kid right now. So she did that, got her degree, you know, she pledged Delta. She also, like, she was the chief planning analyst for the city of Chicago, y'all, like, money. And it's kind of like, I'm trying to get there, y'all.
Right.
And it's like, how did you do this, having 2 kids and, you know, getting a divorce and then losing your father? So, like, just seeing that, it's just her being strong and, you know, her battling breast cancer. I did go through that with her. I didn't battle it, but just seeing somebody that close go through it, it definitely affects you. And battling just other stuff, other devils that this world try to bring, or sicknesses and things like that. So I'm definitely, you know, big ups to both of them, because I definitely look up to them. And I learned a lot from both of them.
I would say with me, it's definitely my OG. Shout out to Tanya Smith, aka T Smooth. She literally supports everything that I do. She just wants me to be great, and she's super encouraging. But also, like my grandmothers, unfortunately, they are no longer with us in the physical, but I feel their spirits like every single day. But like, just definitely taught me about, and also shout out to like my female friends. Like they definitely
come through.
They definitely taught me about womanhood and sisterhood. Like most importantly, like what does it mean to like be a sister for real to someone, and to hold somebody accountable, and to love them, and to encourage them, and to pour into them. So it's kind of just like, damn, like I really appreciate the female friendships in my life, because like my earlier years, I did not have that. You know, I definitely did not have that. And it was kind of just like, now that I have it, it's like I just keep it so close.
Yes.
I keep it so close. Like we are all like out of school now, and we live in different places. Like we are hitting different milestones, but the love has definitely never ever changed. It's never changed.
That's the realness of friendships and being females, because it should never change.
Absolutely.
No matter how long y'all haven't talked, it should always pick up from where it ended.
See, I'm gonna throw my friends in the influential.
Me too, y'all.
Especially my best
friend.
friend.
I'll be at the KJay, y'all.
So, basically, that's pretty much sums up the podcast.
Absolutely.
It was a good talk.
So it was a good talk.
Good talk.
We definitely have to shout out Male Sauce Radio.
Yes.
And Jake, specifically, another man behind the
scenes.
making us sound good. We're super happy. Make sure you all follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Soule Sista Podcast. That is SOULESISTA Pod, POD, on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And then, like, shout out your own personal pages. How can they find us? Because we're important.
Right? Well, I'm on Snapchat and I'm on Instagram. Same username. There it goes, _KJay, THEREGOES_KJAY.
Okay, this is Briana. I am on Instagram as Briana Joy, spelled BRIANAJOI. No underscores, no nothing, just the letters. And then when it goes to Twitter, I don't be on there, but I am definitely about to get up on that, like update soon, as soon as possible. It's _Bree Berry, BREBERRY.
Okay, and then last but not least, there's me. So of course you all can find me at KIASMITHWRITES, Kia Smith Writes, on both Instagram and Twitter. Facebook is Kia Smith. I'll pop up. You'll know it's me. And then Snap, I barely be on Snap, but I come on there and I like post a bunch of things in a row, and I look at my memories and I laugh. It's Queen Kia, KWEEN _KIA, just like the car. And with that being said, thank you all for tuning in.
Thank you. Shout out, Dab.
Thank you all for tuning in to Soule Sista Podcast. Shout out to Male Sauce Radio for hosting us. Shout out to Dab for curating this.
Yes.
And we hope you all happy birthday.
Hey.
We hope happy birthday. He turned 27.
He about to hit the booty club, y'all.
Right. That's where we should take him.
Yes, that is look, I'm all for it. I like little ass and titties. I'm all for it, okay?
Yes, I'm for it. But yes, thank you all for tuning in, and we hope you all continue to tune in.
Yes.
And we out.
Yeah, we got to finish this wine, y'all.
Bye. Bye.
Hey.
Whew.
Wow, so